Hey guys, we are starting a 24-hour readathon today. I'm very excited. I've never done this before. Let me rephrase that. I have done this before. I've never completed it. I've never even come close to completing it. I've never uploaded a 24-hour readathon. We're actually like going for it. We're going for it today. I'm going to mobile order my Starbucks coffee. I'm very much into the white mocha this week. That was a new thing for me. So we're branching out here on Ragan's Reads. And I also am going to pop to the co-op to get some snacks, some food. Like, I'm not leaving the house today after this trip. We're gonna sit, we're going to read. I have a pile of books behind me. It is later in the day. It's like almost 11:30. And I said I wasn't gonna do any work today. I was like, I have Friday off. I'm gonna do a 24-hour readathon. Like, I planned this ahead of time, but I still ended up doing emails, but I did do my nails, so we're feeling good about that. I picked up Fortuna Sworn at Waterstones this week, impulse purchase. I have seen this around on BookTube for probably a year, and it's just been something that it's been like in the back of my head, but I didn't realize that it's been traditionally published now by Penguin. It's very short and I couldn't save it to read for today. I'm on page 114. It is captivating. I am loving this book. I'm very much looking forward to sitting down and finishing this, and I'm annoyed that I haven't bought book 2 so I could continue it today because I have a feeling this is going to be a 5-star read. We'll talk about it more in a minute. Other than that, I have a stack of new releases that I'm just like in a mood-ish for, but like knowing myself, I don't know what mood I'm going to be in when I finish Fortuna Sworn. So I'm looking here at my bookshelf and like I have 100 different options. So if I don't pick one of these, then we'll go to the shelf and we'll pick one of those and we'll just see where we get to today. I've already warned Christian that like I'm doing this 24-hour readathon, so please play your video games tonight. I'm going to be sitting next to you. He's gonna not know what to do with himself without me. But we're gonna read books. Okay, should we go get our coffee? I bought the most random snacks. Like, if I were back home in America, my go-to reading snack would be Cheetos and gluten-free Oreos, but don't have that here in London. So I got instead chips and guacamole, even though my homemade guacamole is like much better than store-bought, but I don't feel like cooking today or doing anything. So that, I got some soda for when I have a crash, and I got some beef Wagyu strips. There were not a lot of options, okay? And some potatoes. So this is not a healthy reading day. I'm probably gonna end up ordering dinner or something. I don't know. But we need to crack on. We need to crack on with this. And my coffee's like warm. Like, he must have just have done it because it's warm on the bottom. So I need to transfer this into some fresh ice. Do I even have ice? I need to put this into like an aluminum tumbler or something to salvage it. It's exactly 11:48, so in 2 minutes at 11:50, I'm going to officially start my 24-hour readathon. I hope it's okay starting in the middle of the day. Like, I have been up since 7:30, so I don't know. I really hope that I haven't like done myself a disservice here by starting later in the day, but I wanted to kind of like get settled in, so hopefully it goes okay. I'm going to quickly go on Spotify and choose a playlist. I've been obsessed with, Taylor Swift's Speak Now, Taylor's version, but I can't listen to anything with lyrics while I'm reading. So I'm going to maybe do like coffee shop jazz music or maybe like white ambiance. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys listen to when you're reading alone. I can't have my windows or doors open because they're building that building across the street still. And like, I hear saws every time I open the door and it's grating in my head and it's so loud. So I have to turn my fan on in here, listen to music. We don't care. Let's just crack on, Ragan. I have literally 30 seconds. White noise, 3 hours long. Absolutely not. Cannot do that. That sounds horrible. Let's do Coffee House. Coffee House classics. This will do. This will do. It's 11:50. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'll see you probably when I finish the book. It's been 10 minutes and I've done nothing but scroll on Instagram and reply to an email. We're turning off my phone. We're turning off the notifications. We need to start this book. I've lost 10 minutes. So it's been exactly 3 hours since I started this and I have 90 pages left of this book. I have read not even 100 pages. I'm reading kind of slowly. I read like this much so far. But I love this book and I can't believe it's under 300 pages. There's so much jam-packed in here. We're following Fortuna Sworn, who is the main protagonist in this story, and it's an urban fantasy, which I hadn't realized. There's every kind of creature that you could possibly think of. They all exist in this world. So like fae, they're the primary characters that we're following, and they're very similar to like original fae folklore. So think like evil trickster creatures that are very heavily influenced by nature. You need to be wary of them. Think of those kind of fae rather than like Sarah J Maas, like beautiful, sexy fae. So I really like that. There are like werewolves and witches and all sorts of different things. And Fortuna is a different kind of creature, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. It's not exactly spoilery because you find out in chapter 3, but like I had no idea, so I'm just gonna leave it. And there's so much plot in here and the pacing is really good. It's moving along quite quickly and I don't know like where we're going to end up. I think that there are 5 books out in this series. I think the 5th one's coming out now, like in a month or so. So there's a lot to explore here and I'm having so much fun with it. Yeah, I'm gonna be sad when this is over. I don't know where it's going, like I said. And there is romance in here, but it's not romantic. Like at this point, I don't even know if these 2 people are going to end up together because the relationship is based entirely on survival and a need for power and control. So that's interesting. There are some definite trigger warnings in here. They're in the back of the book. I will list trigger warnings for any book that I read in this series in the description if you want to check it out, but like this is definitely adult. Yeah, that's kind of all I want to say about it because I didn't know a lot going into this. Like I said, like the blurb on the back is pretty vague and I'm glad that it is so vague because I'm pleasantly surprised reading this. I like all of the characters. There's a lot of side characters. There's one character who I think like may not really exist or is going to turn out to be something entirely different than what we think they are currently. I don't know, but I need to make some lunch, so let's do that and continue reading. I need to stand up because I've been sitting here for far too long. Oh my gosh, what a cliffhanger. I begrudge not buying the sequel and already having it to continue. This book it's really good. It's really good. 5 stars. 5 stars. It's so unique. I just need to read book 2. Speechless. Just speechless right now. It did take me about 5.5 hours to read 200 pages. I just feel like kind of restless and antsy. But also I'm enjoying the book so much that I keep rereading passages and like rereading pages just to make sure that I am like gathering all the information and trying to like piece things together. Yeah, I think I need to take a break to do some laundry and maybe clean the counters and stuff. But then I'm going to move on to my next book and I am just staring at this pile. I don't know what I'm in the mood for because I just really want to continue on with this story. In other news, I think that the July Fairyloot Maybe YA book box has just come. So I'm gonna go see what that is. I think it's a book and I think it's Fairyloot. Maybe that will help me determine what I'm reading next. I was right, it is a Fairyloot box. So I guess we're doing an unboxing today. If you want to see the unboxing, it's at the end of the video. Let's jump back to reading. I have zero restraints. I just bought books 2 and 3 off Amazon. The package will arrive tomorrow at like 1 p.m. So after this readathon ends, so watch out for a reading vlog finishing the Fortuna Sworn series. It leads up to book 3. Book 4 is out, but I didn't buy that one yet. Because what if something happens and I hate it? I don't think I will though, because this has a literal chokehold on me. Anyway, it's almost 7 o'clock and I still haven't finished the dishes or the laundry, and I need to so that I can continue on with this bloody book. I think we're gonna pick up Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. I've not read anything by her. This is a beautiful Fairyloot edition. So we're gonna try something by her. And if it's not working out, then I'll swap books.
I'm selfish. Do you understand? I'm desperate to hold your hand. I'm losing myself again. Trying to reach you. Losing myself again. Don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna let you know that I don't wanna let you go.
Okay, so I've read one chapter of Girl Goddess Queen by, who is this? By B. Fitzgerald. It's a new release, and chapter 1 is screaming, I hate men. It's screaming, be afraid of men, and I don't love that really at all. This is a Hades and Persephone rom-com retelling supposedly, and it's YA. So we're following Persephone, but her name is Core, and she's been like trapped on this island. Her mother's been like protecting her, keeping her pure, and she's going to be like put up basically for marriage. I'm gonna keep going with it. It is 500 pages long, but the text is pretty big, so I'm not too worried about it. But if I'm really struggling, I'm gonna move on to Immortal Longings. Right, I'm gonna update. Hi.
Am I in the background?
You're in the background, but you're not the focus. I'm the focus.
It's the most arrogant thing you've ever said.
I'm in the focus of the camera.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It is currently 11:19. I'll be honest, I've made very little progress. Christian keeps distracting me. I'm 36 pages into my second book, so this is not going well. I have to plow through this over the next few hours. I thought I would be done with this book by midnight since I started it at like 8 o'clock, but we had a crisis. Taylor Swift, I gained access to buy the tickets, and yes, I lost 3 nails as well tonight in this crisis. They're very, very, very expensive, so we just debated buying them over and over again. Still haven't bought them. And then we cleaned the house and ordered food, and now Christian is listening to all of her music and watching her music videos to catch up on how many years of music? Since 2006. It's like 17 years, right? This is 17 years of music.
Huh?
What's 2006? 2023 minus 2006. Is that 17?
Yes.
Yeah, 17 years of music. And I have to be involved. I have to tell him everything that's happened, you know. I have to describe all of the little Easter eggs hidden in Reputation's music video. Do you want to add anything to the update?
No.
Okay.
Start reading your book.
Yeah, I do need to read my book. Good morning. It's like 7:45-ish. I don't know, we're both up early today. I did go to bed at like 1:40. I got to page 118 last night, and I'm actually really looking forward to reading it. I did not anticipate sleeping for so long, so I don't have that much time left to finish reading, but I did give us some frappuccinos this morning, and my books came early, which is very exciting. So I could possibly continue on with Restless Summer if I want to, but let's go back into my current read. And yeah, I am really liking it, like I said. Christian, vegan whipped cream.
The funny thing is I'm looking at it through the camera
Yeah.
to catch it.
Did you catch it? I mean, it kind of... Do you want to
Cheers.
do it again? Ready?
I said cheers, you fucking idiot.
Sorry. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
183 pages into this. It's been like an hour and a half. This is cute. I'm enjoying this. Hades is very much kind of like a cinnamon roll in this book, which is surprising. It's not your typical Hades character. He's very much into like painting and art and being nice, and everything else is like a facade apparently. So like that's, you know, that's okay. I typically like a little bit more of a darker character when it comes to him, but it's cute. I like it. I'm enjoying this. I'm reading it quite quickly. The only thing that's kind of annoying a little bit is the fact that like the author really leans into the original mythology. Like I said, like everyone is married to each other and has relationships and mistresses, and they talk about sexual assault a lot in this, and like that's all really a primary factor in this book. And then Hades and Core are complaining about how like disgusting it is that her parents, which they're siblings, right, would marry her to one of her half brothers. And while that is disgusting, but if you're leaning into the mythology of this, Hades is her uncle. So is it less disgusting? To me, it's all same. So if you're gonna like lean into the mythology of it, I don't really think that you can say that like Hades being her uncle is less gross than her marrying her half brother when her parents are already siblings and everyone else in this world is already siblings and married and has children with each other. Like that's just me being picky, I suppose. I just think it was like an odd choice to like really emphasize how disgusting it was when like Hades and her are gonna end up together. We know this, and she is his niece, despite them being the same age in this book. I have 176 pages left. I'm on page like 300 right now. At this point, I'm feeling really slumpy with it because it's very redundant. The author just keeps banging us over the head with the same trope of they shouldn't love each other, they don't love each other, but it's very clear to them and to us as the reader that they do love each other and they're only getting married because they have to. But like we all know that that's not the only reason they're getting married, and it's really obvious. But yeah, it's putting me off wanting to continue on because I feel like I've been reading the same thing for 100 pages. I'm on page 377. This book needs to be shorter. I like all of this left. In fact, all of like this feels unnecessary. I'm gonna go past my 24 hours because I can't keep going through this. I have like 50 minutes left-ish, I think, of reading time, and I have 100 pages to go. I still don't get it. Page 417. They like admitted that they love each other and they're gonna, you know, express that love physically. They're talking about Zeus turning his lover into a cow, and Hades says, Zeus and I have very, very little in common. And Persephone laughs and says, thank the heavens. Very little in common? I mean, I guess you have nothing in common except the same parents. I just filmed an entire wrap up and didn't realize that my camera wasn't recording. Hi, hello, I finished the book and this readathon. Oh my god, it's sometime afternoon, so I have gone past my 24 hours, which is stupid because I slept for 6 of my 24 hours and I also was distracted by Taylor Swift tickets and dinner and watching The Bear with Christian on Disney Plus that I could have read an entire third book. So did I really do this readathon well? No, I did not do it well, and I'm gonna have to redo it at some point. Maybe I'll do the one where you like stop the clock every time you stop reading, so it actually is like 24 hours, or maybe I'll do a 48-hour readathon so I can like sleep without feeling guilty and like turn off all my email notifications. I don't know, but I finished Girl Goddess Queen. I lost a little bit of my sanity with this book. It's maybe like, it's pushing 3 stars. It doesn't feel like a 3-star read. It feels a little bit lower than that. It was far too long, 200 pages too long. It feels like this author hasn't refined her storytelling yet, which is fine. It is her debut book. It's a beautiful book itself. It's a fun YA Hades Persephone retelling. I just got annoyed with the tropes and the YA-ness of it, and it's all about like the first time you do it. I'm past that point in my life, so it was just a little bit simple and obvious. It does set up for a sequel, which at this point I probably won't be reading, but I don't want to get rid of this book because it's so beautiful. I did read in total 660 pages in this 24-hour reading challenge. I want to do it again, and I want to like commit, like really, really commit and try to read 3 or 4 books in a day. I don't know. I need to shower. I need to do laundry. I've been wearing this sweatshirt for far too long. Had too much caffeine. I'm gonna go see a Barbie movie. I need to shower. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry I was such a hot mess. If you have any tips or tricks for doing a 24-hour reading challenge, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about these books, what you want to see from me. Drop a lightning bolt down emoji for Zeus if you made it to the end of this video. That's all I really have to say. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go take a nap. Okay, bye. What have we got in here? Family Crest Monster Coaster Set. Oh, okay. Mermaid. Double-headed something. A fox. And a phoenix. Is this inspired by a book? Don't know. The Nightmare Pin. I do like the pins. I have like a little collection. The Nightmare Pin. I don't know, what book is this from? Anyone know? Any guesses? Let's go through this quickly. Cruel Intentions Magnetic Bookmark. Cruel Intentions. Oh, I think they sent that book. Yeah, they sent that book a few months ago. I still haven't read it. These are cool. I like these. There's like a dragon, a sword, and an axe. They're like sparkly pink and silver magnet bookmarks. Then we have Collectible Magnetic Tome Volume 2. Oh yeah, I do have Volume 1 from them. I like these. It's just something to store all of the shit that they give us in. Come on. Okay, yeah, it's purple. Cute. I think I'll use this. Keep things in there. We've got some socks. The Wicker King socks. Is that a book? Sounds familiar, but I don't know where it's from. It might be a character in a book. All right, let's see what we got. We've got some cards, the Knight of Stars and the Page of Stars. There you go. Tarot cards. And let's see what we have. Maybe I'll read this. Ooh, that's really pretty already. Look at those sprayed edges. Oh, Threads That Bind by Kika Hatzazopoulos. Oh gosh, I'm butchering his name. Hatzazopoulos. I'm gonna stop trying. Look at that. Wow. I've seen this book around, and I think this author, whose name I cannot pronounce, is coming to Waterstones Piccadilly. So maybe I should go to that event. Right. This. Pretty. Oh, we have a reversible cover. It has almost like a papery quality. It's like it's not smooth. It feels kind of like computer paper, actually, which is interesting. And then, is this signed? Yeah, it is signed in gold there. And on the back, we've got a boy. This must be a witchy book. Let's see what it's about. Oh, we've got some Greek gods in here. This is the second like Greek god book that I have purchased in 2 days because Girl Goddess Queen just came, and that's a Hades and Persephone retelling. That's like a rom-com supposedly. Anyway, it's on my list of maybe reading today. Should we see what this is about though? Okay. In the city of Elante, the descendants of the Greek gods live alongside mortals. Io is a Maria-born descendant from the Fates. She can see threads, shimmering silver lines connecting every person. When a relationship is formed, a new thread appears. When a person's life thread is cut, it's their time to die. Io uses her gift as a private investigator, trying to make ends meet in a world which treats other born people like her with suspicion and prejudice. Oh, they're like, her powers are like the Fates in Hercules that like cut the threads, you know, like the 3 hag women that come through. Interesting. They're always like a villain. I remember reading about them in Percy Jackson too when I was a kid. Okay, then Io is witness to a murder, but this is no ordinary murder. She can see that the killer's life thread is severed. They should be long dead. Blah, 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 blah. Something about this boy being her destiny. They're thrown together to solve a case. She grapples with dark secrets lurking beneath the surface. She must decide whether to embrace her fate and give in to the feelings growing between herself and Edie, or to cut the thread and set him free. A dark tapestry of mystery, faded romance, and modern myth. Says if you like Alexander Bracken's lore, you will like this. This sounds really interesting. I'm not going to read it now, but I'm happy that I have it, and I really love the purple. Comes with an author letter. Okay, so the coasters are from Only a Monster, which I've not read, but I know about it. The enamel pin comes from One Dark Window, which I had started in December and haven't finished yet. The cruise socks are from The Wicker King. Okay, so it's a book. And the tarot cards are... Oh my gosh, how did I not recognize this? It's Elizabeth and Nathaniel from A Sorcery of Thorns, which I love. I can't believe I didn't see that. That's so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, should we pick a book out and do some laundry? I gotta crack on with this readathon.